And once again, you'll see at 3484, it's commissioned on the 6th of January 25. It's got that Pretoria Cape Town problem as well, and by Mr. Perumal. This is the one that I say, we've seen this statement before. It's the Mukwele A1. And I think we've dealt with it sufficiently extensively. My last statement that we've provided to the Commission is at 3485. And this one, you referred us to it earlier. This is regarding the break-in and at General Lushaba's house. But this particular statement I see is commissioned by Mansa Robert Rapesu in Cape Town on the 6th of January 2025, as you see from page 3486. This one, at least as to where it was commissioned, is not as schizophrenic. It says Cape Town.
Yeah, so they didn't move Pretoria to Cape Town for this one.
For this one, yes. But it's still on the 6th of January.
Yes, correct.
Now, from CJC 394, those are the documents that the Commission added. Those are the ones we received. And there are 4 of them. If you flip through them, they are all commissioned by Mr. Mansa Rapesu on the 6th of January 2025 in Cape Town. The testimony that we will hear, and you indicated this earlier, that the 2 investigators and prosecutor, is it Advocate Ramsamy?
Correct, ma'am.
Advocate Ramsamy, Investigator Rapesu, Investigator Perumal went to Cape Town on the 6th of January. No, went to Cape Town. And on the 6th of January, obtained statements from Mr. Adams. I think 5 in total. And that all those statements were commissioned by Mr. Rapesu in the presence of the other 2, the other 2 being Investigator Perumal himself and Advocate Ramsamy.
Correct.
And that what we have at CJC 394 are the actual statements taken on the day. And that the statements we have spent the last time working through, commissioned by Mr. Perumal, are a post-fact fabrication. Both witnesses disavow the validity of all these statements, that on the 6th of January, Mr. Perumal did not commission any statement. That's the evidence that we shall hear.
Okay.
And that they were all commissioned by Mr. Rapesu. To that end, because we are armed now with 2 sets of statements, much like Cape Town Orlando situation dockets, but that don't speak to each other. The witnesses say they do not know the statements purported to be commissioned by Mr. Perumal.
Okay.
They attest to the documents that the Commission has submitted this morning at CJC 394. It was a bit of a mental exercise to try and marry them. And both have provided short voice notes to explain why it is they challenge the validity of these documents commissioned by Mr. Perumal. And Chair, Commissioners, through you, I beg leave to play. They are very short notes.
Before you do that, does that include 3485? Because 3485 was
it is by Mr. Rapesu.
Commissioned by Rapesu. So
Yes.
should it not be part of CJC 394 if what you are referring to applies to statements in CJC 393?
It would be, except that 3485 was provided by the witness.
Okay. But you're not suggesting that 3485 is also a post facto?
No.
Yeah, okay.
It's only those commissioned by Mr. Perumal.
The Pretoria, Cape Town.
The Pretoria, the schizophrenic ones here, yes.
Then we are clear.
So before I play these clips, because I think they explain and the basis for why they're so content, I must place on record that both witnesses will be appearing before the commission this week. They'll testify to what they state in those voice notes, and their statements should be coming through any moment soon. So it is necessary that through them, I explain the challenges to Advocate Johnson, and then after lunch, we can then compare the two sets of statements to determine why their advice is important for our purposes.
Understood.
Very short statements. Thank you, Chair. We play the first one will be a female voice, the other will be a male voice. Where you hear a female voice, that's the voice of Advocate Ramsamy. When it's a male voice, that's the voice of Investigator Rapesu. Thank you.
A1 taken by Dylan on the 6th of January, 2026, and then a supplementary taken on the same day by Rapesu, 6th of January 2025. So why would two investigating officers sitting in the same boardroom have taken two different statements on the same day? And I can confirm that in my presence, there was only 4 statements taken. They were the 4 supplementary affidavits, which I have provided to you. The A1 was not taken in my presence, and it could not have been taken on the 6th of January. One, we didn't have the Cape or the Pretoria stamp with us, as is clear from the supplementary statement. 2, Dylan did not take or commission any statements in my presence. 3, we had one vehicle, we all traveled together, and all meals were done together. We even sat at the pool for a long time and chatted and whatever. So when exactly would Perumal have taken the statements on the 6th if we were together?
Thank you. That was the voice of Advocate Ramsamy. Can we play the second clip? That should be Investigator Rapesu.
This A1, actually I don't know how to put it, but it could not have been possible because on that day we only obtained the supplementaries. So there was no way Dylan could have obtained that affidavit on that day. And maybe my thinking is that maybe it was signed on a different date, which I don't know. Also remember, I was questioning that signature of Fadil. It looks like someone was trying to jigger it, but I'm not an expert, I don't know, but it looks like. So I think that affidavit is obtained after. It was not on the 6th. So, yeah.
I think both were fairly audible. There's no need to replay, and I think the import of the respective message is duly delivered. So, as I indicated, Advocate Johnson, these are the 2 witnesses who support an exhibit CJC 394, which are the statements that the Commission has added to the exhibit file. And they deny any knowledge of those statements as commissioned by Mr. Perumal, and their testimony will be that whenever it is Mr. Perumal took those statements from Mr. Adams and commissioned them, it definitely is not on the 6th of January 2025 because they were together at all times. And Mr. Perumal himself was present when Mr. Rapesu commissioned the statements.
And he said the signatures were jiggered, means they were tampered with, or they're not a true reflection of Mr. Adams' signature in terms of the statements allegedly taken and commissioned by Mr. Perumal.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And he does say, though, he's not a handwriting expert. At least let's give him that much.
It's just jiggered, but he
Yes.
doesn't know more than
He says it looks jiggered to him. Now, you must recall that when we were dealing with our A1 statement in the Mukwele matter, our A1 statement in that docket is the quote-unquote Perumal statement. So, Chair,
You
yes.
say chair, let's break. Can I just check something? Ms. Johnson, considering the dates in the Perumal, I'm going to call it the Chief Perumal statements, which is the 6th of January, and then on the same day, Rapesu also, it's the 6th of January. Would it be normal, I can't think of the correct word, but that you would have an A1 statement on the 6th of January taken by a member of this 3-member team, and on the same day you have the same team, you have a supplementary statement. It seems to me intuitively that you just have one A1 statement if they were all traveling together and they were interviewing the complainant together. Am I right that
Correct.
you would have one comprehensive statement?
Procedurally, it does not make sense.
Yes.
What might have made sense is there were 4 statements to be taken. If perhaps Mr. Perumal took 2 and Rapesu took 2,
Yeah.
but on those same matters, and then they end up with a total of 4,
Yeah.
that is logical. But you cannot have one team together, same day, same place.
Taking a main statement and a supplementary statement.
And bearing in mind, Chair, that the purpose was for a supplementary statement to bolster the dockets that were purported to be somewhat lacking.
Thank you.
I think it highlights the danger I mentioned 15 minutes ago,
Absolutely.
where only one person is engaging or not engaging with the witness. But advocacy law, something even more important. In the docket and in the various documents that were given to the court, what was disclosed? Is what was disclosed what we now know as the doctored A1, or is it the correct supplementary?
So far, we have the Mukwele docket that we have worked through. It is what the commissioner calls the doctored A1. That's the A1 in the Mukwele docket.
I mean, that is serious misconduct. It's serious misconduct.
It is indeed.
Because it means that is what is disclosed to the court and to the accused.
Indeed.